Who are you?
It's not important. But you can't do it, can you?
You think you know so much, don't you?
I'm glad to see that you went to the funeral.
Well, I'm glad that you're proud of me.
It was beautiful what they said about her.
Yeah. It was all true. She was perfect. Too bad I stepped into her life.
Why?
Because if I wouldn't have stepped into her life, she wouldn't have died, and none of this would have happened.
Well, it's not unusual for you to blame yourself. I mean, who wouldn't given the circumstances?
Look, all I'm saying is, if I hadn't come into her life, she would have been alive. Today.
I don't understand.
Why don't you understand? This is all my fault. The blame is on me, all right? I brought her into the situation, and look where it got her.
Do you think this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you? Christopher, there's an end to everything, and sometimes, most times, it isn't when we want it to be.
Yeah, but you don't know me, all right? This isn't the first time with me. Every time people come into my life, they're gone. Forever.
What do you mean?
What I'm talking about is my mother. You see, she died giving birth to me. So, I never got to see her face, to know her, to love her. You just wouldn't understand.
I do, Christopher. I do understand. That's why this is so tough.
Hey, there's nothing tough about anything of this, all right? I'm to blame, and I need to join them.
Oh, don't say that. Don't ever think that. Life is always worth it.
Don't you think I've heard this all before?
It isn't just words. There's meaning behind it.
There is no meaning. It's me.
So you think this is somehow some curse on you or something like that?
No, I'm just saying that some people, they're meant to be alone.
Even when we try and be alone, we always let someone in. Somehow.
Look, I really want to be alone. Right now.
Don't do this, Christopher. Don't throw away what you both worked for.
Well, that's the whole point. She isn't here, and she would have still been here had it been for me.
And where would you be?
I don't know, does it really matter anymore?
Of course it matters. There's always something to live for.
No.
You can't do this, Christopher. You aren't the reason you are the way you are. It's
what?
Christopher. What I'm saying is that everything happens for a reason.
You realize you're going too far?
Why?
You now know who he is, don't you?
Yes.
You know, life is such a cruel and a heartless thing. 1 minute, you have it all. Next minute, it's gone. No questions. No answers.
Just an empty room.
Let's go.
I can't. I have to stay with him. I have to make sure he makes the right decision at least.
done everything you could. The rest is up to him.